Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, we're going to be doing a hypnosis session inspired by a speech from a scientist, a physicist. He's no longer around anymore, but was very popular a couple of decades ago, a scientist called Carl Sagan. And he did a speech about almost the perspective of our planet Earth, in relation to the cosmos. So in relation to, let's say, our galaxy or even beyond. And within that kind of element, you can think of planet Earth not as a planet, not as, you know, anything big, but actually as a tiny dot, a pale dot. And the purpose of this hypnosis session is going to be to think of Earth being so small that actually it kind of puts all, kind of feelings of worries, problems, stresses into an element of perspective. Because, of course, if everything is on this tiny pale dot, then in the big scheme of things, these worries aren't that important. So it's a hypnosis session designed to create drastic perspective change. If you like this, you can get a copy of it in the download section of my website for free. Just use the coupon code FREE, click the link nearby, just find a quiet place where you want to, that you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a feeling of calm, resourceful relaxation. And as you exhale, just get a sense that any tension, any stress, anxiety is leaving your body in your outward breath, enabling you to go deeper and deeper, relaxed. As you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to get a sense that your breathing rhythm is changing and slowing. I want you to get a sense that things are just starting to slow down. And as they slow down, just allow your imagination to become playful. I want you to imagine, as you lie there, perhaps with your eyes closed, the moon. And just imagine, if you will, that you were looking at the Earth from the moon. You can see this large planet. Maybe you can make out the shapes of continents. You can see Africa, South America, Asia, maybe Australia. And then I want you to imagine going even further away, beyond the moon. I want you to imagine going beyond these giant planets, past Mars and past the bigger planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. See the rings of Neptune, the moons of Saturn, as you continue making your way further and further beyond the asteroid belt, beyond the smaller, tiny planet of Pluto, that's it, and then go beyond, drifting out beyond our solar system, perhaps to a distant star, maybe within the Milky Way galaxy, until what was planet Earth is now just a pale blue dot, maybe the size of a pinhead. As you look at that pale blue dot, that dot, I want you to get a sense that that's here, that's home, that's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of. Every human being who ever was, lived out their lives, the aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. As you continue to see that tiny pale blue dot, I want you to get a sense that from a galactic perspective, your problems, your worries, your stresses are just so small, and imagine that they feel small, manageable. Anything that you did that caused guilt or shame is so far away, so tiny, so far removed, you feel nothing. As you look at that pale blue dot, all the drama, the mistakes, so far away and so tiny. I want you to get a sense that the past is the past, and what's important now is to be the most resourceful, optimistic, determined version of you that you can be. And I want you to slowly imagine that you're traveling back through the galaxy, back into our solar system, getting closer and closer to Earth. As you realize that a lot of those things that seem to matter are insignificant. But what is significant? Real emotions, real dreams, big goals. I want you to get a sense that as you get closer to Earth, you will reconnect with an energized, new version of yourself, with a new perspective on your life, the world, and what is meant to be for you. Those fears, those anxieties in the big scheme of things are immaterial, insignificant. Like a fly on a huge elephant. I want you to get a sense that as you return back now, back into our solar system, perhaps past the big planets, past Mars, back on the moon, seeing your country from afar and knowing that you were there in that country. And then imagine drifting from the moon through space back towards you, gravitating towards you, but you gravitate to a new, energized, refreshed version of you where you can take on anything. Imagine this as a galactic vacation, giving you the distance from your problems so you can see them with new eyes. And with that new eyes creates new energies, new drive, new determination. Imagine going back into the atmosphere, perhaps through the clouds, over oceans, now back into your country, and zooming back into your place where your body is, and then into your own body. But take that perspective, the energy, the awe of seeing space into your own body, and realize that your life is just a speck of time. So why not make the most of it? Why not do what you can to have an amazing life? Take the risks, take the chances, pursue the dreams, because you're not here for very long anyway. You may as well enjoy the ride. Find yourself back in your body listening to my voice, because very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, and you will awaken feeling resourceful, optimistic, with a level of perspective perhaps that you haven't had in a while, and with a fierce but positive determination to live life to the fullest. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.